Okay, so now what we want to do is go to Basecamp. We're gonna verify if we can do this even. So I'll go here if it's available. So Google really has a nice picture today. Um, so anyways, we'll go here in Basecamp. So I click on Basecamp, and so I'm right here. Now on the we're gonna need to first look at our calendar. So here we'll go in the next 6 weeks. Well, I click on this and then it brings up this thing here. So in 2014, we're gonna go to December. We want to know what's happening on December 6th. Now right here, it tells me that on December 6th, we already have a money tunnel booked from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. If I put my mouse over it, it tells me money tunnel Woodridge, and it's a money tunnel 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. So that means I know what it is at a quick glance, and we still have a place for our small casino. So what that means is now I'm ready to create a new project. So I'll go here into projects and I will say new project. I'll click on this blank project. I'm starting from scratch. Now we're going to call this um, Alberta Oil and Gas Association of Alberta Fun Money Casino. And we will, this is going to be December 6, 2014 from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. And now see what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back here and I'll put a minus sign right in front and a space. There's a good reason for this, and at this point I'm not going to add anybody else to the project. We're just going to create the project. So I start the project. Now we need to add a pick list to this. What are we going to need to bring? So I'll go into search here and I will say pick list, and see as I type it knows automatically what I'm looking for, and it says, do you mean the project pick list? Yes, that's what I mean. So now in this project I have pick lists for different things here. For instance, I have the money tunnel, the crab stable, and then so while inside this project here I'll see PL for pick list premium. So that's gonna give me all the pick lists that are for premium tables. I will say search within this document, this project. So now I have 3 pick lists on the blackjack table, poker table, and craps table. So now we're gonna click on this one here. It brings me to this pick list. So that's the stuff we need to bring. We need to bring 1 blackjack table, 1 table skirt, 1 blackjack dealer kit. And you see this is a kit, so there's something inside. Now what's inside? Well, you can see if you click on the comment. So when I click on here, in this blackjack dealer kit we have a deck of cards, cock card, discard card, and a blackjack shoe. Okay, so I can just close out of this, and you see this is kind of like a stack of paper. There's the pick list, and on top of that piece of paper there's the searching, and on top of that there's a back to the to-do list, and on top of that there's the blackjack dealer kit. Now I don't need to close this. I just click on the other sheet and that's it, it's gone. Okay, so now we want to add this pick list to our new project. So I'll say here move, no, not move, copy. I want to keep this one there, but I want to copy it to our new project. It says copy to here. I'll pick, and then this is why I put the minus here. The OGAA, that it's always going to be on the first line, so I don't have to scroll through everywhere when I want to add this one. So I'll just pick this here, and I want to include the original comments, because the comments are those things that's what is inside the kit. I want to see that, so I click include original comments, copy this to-do list. And then after that, I have 2 choices. It says I can go back to this original project, or I can see it in its new location inside this new project that we've just created. That's what I'm going to pick here. So now I'm in this new project. we've got this, and you remember we want to have 3 blackjack tables, so I will click here on add a to do, and I will see 3 of them, and I click add this to do, or enter, does the same thing. And once I'm done with this here, I've added this pick list. I'll go here and I'll click back. Back is going to bring me to this pick list here. Now if I click back again, it's going to bring me back to this and then this. Now we were searching for the pick list of the premium tables. We've done the blackjack table. It might look like a little bit of a long process, but it really isn't long. Let's go through it, and then I won't speak that much for the poker table. It's very simple. So I just click here and then say copy into this project, include, copy this to the, and then see it in the new location, add to do, we want 2 of them, enter, and then I will say back, and then I'm here, we'll do the craps table. So it's really simple that way. We'll say copy, we put this into this one, include the original comment, copy this to-do list. We'll go in the new location. For this, we're going to need 1, enter, and we'll go back and back. And now in pick list, if I go back one more time, I'm in this pick list here. And actually, let's go forward. Like if you're here, you can just click on here, and then that brings you to your pick list. And there's something else in the pick list. There's logistic. I'll go search logistics. And I don't need to type it all. I just press enter. There's a to-do list that's called logistics. So I'll click on this here. And then, so we're at the warehouse, in transit, arrived. So this is going to be what we're going to be ticking off as we go along. But I'm going to add one more to do. I'll add this one here. This one is going to be Runway clear. And as you can see, if there's anything in those pick lists that needs to be changed, I can easily add it right there, and then it changes the process. So we're able to very quickly adapt our processes to what we need them to be. If I wanted to, I could remove something, I could move these things around. Now I'll put it back at the right place here. But it's really simple to add these things, and those lists here, they're really the process. We'll go through this a little bit later, but that's the whole idea. So now I don't want to add any more to-dos, so how do I get rid of this thing here? I'll click I'm done adding to-dos. Click this here, that's done. So now that's our pick list, and we want to copy this to our new event. So I'll say copy, which event? This event, and then copy this, see it in its new location, and in here, actually I don't need to do anything. But now this was my last pick list. I can click on this here, and we're going to remove the minus here, because if I leave it there, then it's, when I create a new project, it's not going to be the only one at the top. So this is only when you're creating the project. So we'll click rename project. That's done. So now that's what we've got. Okay, now we need to add one more thing here. We need to have a staff pool. In this case, it's going to be a dealer pool. So I'm going to add a to-do list here. We'll call it dealer pool. And then so I'll say enter, and then I will say poker. Well, let's say blackjack, and then I'll add it 3 times, blackjack. And then because it's a short list here, I'm just adding it right on the spot. But we could easily copy a big list here for all the dealers. And then there's going to be 2 poker and 1 craps. Okay, now as you can see, those tasks are unassigned. I'll say I'm done here. Now I could assign them right now. There's only me and Bill on this project. I could assign them to either me or Bill, but that's not really what I want to do. So what we'll do is, now that I've got this, we're gonna add people to invite more people to this project. And then here I will say dealer. See, there's a casino dealer level 1. Right now there's only Mark here, but we'll add more dealer later. So when I say send invitation, Mark is going to get an email. And then because we'll need more dealer than this, I'll just say here dealer again, level 2. Now in there's going to be Heather, Kirk, and Bill. Bill's already here. And actually, just before I do this, I'm going to add more people in this dealer pool. So I'll go here into everyone, and then in the company here, level 2, I will add more people. So I'll add Donna, add great party, and to the company. So now I think every one of us will be there. So now I'll go back to this project that I was working on. We were working on the December 6th this year. So I wanted to add people to this project, so I will invite more people. This is gonna be dealer level 2 with 4 people. And then I will say send invitation. Now let's say that I would be, let's say for now that I am Mark, and I get into here, then I can come to the dealer pool and say, oh, well, I'd like to deal this crap stable. So I can assign myself here, if I was Mark, to this. And then if I'm Donna and I come by later, then I can say I'm gonna assign myself to this. And then what would happen if, let's say, Kirk came here and he changed Mark here to Kirk, because Kirk wants to do this. Now this is not like, no one should do this. If it's already assigned, you don't assign it to yourself. And if this were to happen, we have a history of this because we have a progress here. If I click on progress, we can see that we've added actually it might be that our progress is a little bit different here. Normally, if I click on this here, I can see by the minute history. I'll go back to dealer pool. Well, it's not really capturing it right now because I'm always logged in as Eric. But if someone else were to change it later, it would show up in the history and we'll be able to track this. So anyways, what I'm trying to say here is this is a good system that people will be able to assign themselves to this. And if they were to assign themselves to something that was not available, we would know. And then it's also very easy. Let's say if Donna cannot make it and she realized that a couple of days later, she can just come here and then put it unassigned. And then she could start a discussion for this and say poker dealer position available. And then she could say your comments will be emailed to this. I'll say change. You could say select all so that everyone knows that there's going to be a new that this dealer position is available. If they are available, they can go back to it. So I'll click add this comment here, and then I'll click back to the dealer pool. So that's how the dealer pool would work. So as people come in, they will be assigned, they will assign themselves to this, and we can easily, if we're trying to see if we have enough dealers for this day, we can easily come here and know who has been assigned to what. So that's how the dealer pool would work. And so now let's say that we wanted to add a map of this thing. Let's just go here. We'll go map. We'll go Google Maps. Let's say that this event was happening somewhere in here. And so we could right click this here. I could say Command P, and I'm going to print this with the XPS printer, apply, print, and then I will say map, save. Now if I go back in here, I could add a file. So I'll go here on the top, file, and I can say select file from the computer. I could say map, open. Takes a little while. So if you're uploading a big map, you can do something else during that time. Now I'm recording, so I have to stay here, but it shouldn't take that long. Okay, we're here. Wow. Okay, so here I'll click add this file. Now we have the map. If it was a PDF, we could have like sort of like a thumbnail picture, but it's an XPS file. So this here, so the best way to do is to always upload PDF files instead, or pictures actually. So anyways, we've got this now. Now let's say that I'm going to be packing all this even. So let's close this here. Let's close this. So let's say I just walked into the shop right now, and I want to know what's going to happen. Let's say I've actually received a reminder, and so I'm at the shop. I go on Basecamp, and then I will go here on the calendar, and then when it's close to the day of the event, of course it would show on the first page, but now I'll move to December. So oh, and actually we forgot to add the event. So let's go back here in the project. We will say December 6th. This project, we need to create an event. So here we will say event. We will move this to December 6th, and this is going to be Fun Money Casino, and I will make it so that it's easy to see at a quick glance how many tables we've got there. So I'll put here comma 3 premium blackjack, 2 premium blackjack, 2 premium poker, 1 premium craps, and then that's gonna be 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. So I will say this, add this event, and so now if I put this over it, I can quickly see what's happening. It's for there. it's for the OGAA, Oil and Gas Association of Alberta. It's December 6, 7 to 11, and there's 3. I can even see this from here: 3 premium blackjack, 2 premium poker, and 1 premium craps. So I would be able to see quickly if it was available or not later on. So now we've got this here. I'll go back on this here, and now we'll go back to the idea that I'm the guy that's gonna pack this up. So I'll close this here. I'll get back here. I just got to the shop. I go on Basecamp. I go on my calendar, and then I go to today's date, which would be like Friday or Saturday, and then I click on this event. It brings me, and then it doesn't bring me directly to the event. I have to click discuss this event, and then after that I can click on the event here, and now I'm on the event. So now if I scroll down, I'll see the to-do list. There's the dealer pool, and everything that I'm doing right now can be done on your phone or on a tablet. So now here I have my pick list. So the first thing is in the logistics here, I'll say I'm at the warehouse. And then this has happened now. And then now we're gonna pick up a craps table. So let's say I'm going to pick up the craps table. I bring it in the truck, and then now I've got 1 craps table in the truck, so that's good. Now we're gonna need a table skirt. I've got 1 here, and then so let's go and pick up this one. When I got it, I check this. I need the double craps chip case. Now I haven't done this very often, so I forgot what's inside there. Oh, and then now I see what's inside that case. It's an on-off button, red dice, red. Okay, so now I know what it is. Okay, so I'll go back here. So I've got this. It's in the truck. 1 of them. I've got my, and then I'm going back now. I got my crap stick, my spill kit, and my chip tray. I've got 1 of each. So I'm just gonna click this, and click this. So I've got 1 premium craps table. I can just click this off. Okay, so that's done. Now we'll need a poker table. How many do I need? 2. So I go and grab 2 tables. I've got them in the truck now, so 2 of them. I've got my 2 table skirts. Click there. Now, let's say I'm very familiar with those poker tables. I don't need to worry about what's inside. I know what it is. I just grab 2, and I grab 2 spill kit at the same time. Click this and click this. It's in the truck. I can finish this one. Now here we're gonna go to premium blackjack table. I've got this one in I've actually got 3 in the table now, because we've got 3. Now I need 3 table skirt. I got these, the dealer kit, 3 of them, spill kit, 3 of them, and that's it. So now we're ready to go. So we get in the truck, and then I on my phone I click in transit. We left. Now let's say 45 minutes later we arrived. I click on arrived. We're starting the setup. An hour later the setup is done. On my phone I just click setup, and then now it's 11:20. The event is done, so I click on event done, and then now while after the tear down is all done, we've got all the stuff back in the truck. And now when I want to put all of this back in the truck, there's an easy way of seeing this here, what needs to go back in the truck. Because if I go here into this let me refresh this. When you log out and log back in, it looks a little bit different. So let's go back project and say December 6th. Okay, so now at the end of this year, there's 22 completed to-dos. Now what I need to put back in the truck is this here. I need 2, and then that's the poker tables, 3 of this and 1 of this. So as I go, like before I left the warehouse, I could have printed this here, and then when I put it back in the truck, I can just circle all these check marks. and on so if it's on a piece of paper. Now I'll go back here. When the tear down is all done, it's all in the truck, and I know it because I checked it on my sheet. I go tear down is done. Now I'll go in transit. We're driving back. We're at the warehouse. Now at the warehouse, we're going to use again that same sheet, and we're going to put everything back in its place. When everything is back in its place and the space between the aisle is done, then I'll hit this runway clear. And what that means here, it means that we're ready to create a new event. We've started with a phone call, and now we're all done. The runway is clear. We're ready to do something else the next day. So that's all there is to it, really.